5 self-love habits that transformed my life. I recently did a video on how to love more deeply, and that was really focused on relationships. But there's one thing that I asked everybody to write down in their notes, or if you're not taking notes, to open up the comment section and type it in there. And I want you to write it down or type it in again here. Love begins in me. Type that down. Love begins in me. A lot of people say love begins with you, but it really begins in you. And I want you to love yourself. So today I'm sharing with you my top 5 personal rituals that help me love myself more deeply. Now, this is saying a lot because I spent a vast majority of my life being extraordinarily critical of myself. And really, I participated in a self-loathing ritual with my body, with who I was, the words I'd say. I was constantly questioning myself. I was a very, very miserable and unhappy person until I really figured out who I was in my late 20s. It took me more than half of my life to figure out the beautiful things about me. And so knowing that I had that self-loathing history, these 5 things are what helped pull me out of it and helped me find the beautiful person who, yes, loves herself, but also loves you very deeply, because I want you to love yourself as well. So stick around today, because that is what I'm giving you.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
A lot of people spend a lot of time talking about self-care and self-love, but you know what? Most of us really suck at carrying that through and putting those things into practice. But not you, not anymore, because you have a formerly self-loathing person who was able to pull herself up from that pit and really learn not only how to love myself, but how, starting in me, that love is able to love other people all around the world. There is enough love for all of us to go around. And just because you love yourself doesn't mean that you're conceited or that you stand in front of the mirror telling yourself how wonderful you are all day. You are a beautiful and unique soul, and you are worthy of love. I want you to write that down for yourself. Type into the comments if you're not taking notes with a pen and paper. I am worthy of love. You are, because you are a unique spiritual being, and you are here on this earth for a reason. And it's a reason that only you can live out, because there's only one of you. And that in itself is worthy of love. The fact that you are unique and it is just you. Everybody got the mold broken when they were created. And that in and of itself is a reason to celebrate yourself. But these top 5 practices of mine that I'm giving you today are the way that I shifted everything from being in that place where I was in a pit of self-loathing, and now where I'm on a mountaintop of love, loving myself and allowing that love to pour out to others. And the number one tool that you need to have in your life to love yourself is honor. And what I mean is your actions, the things that you're carrying out, need to be honoring of who you are. And there's a very, very simple guideline to follow if you're asking yourself, what does that mean to honor? If situations don't feel good to you, if there's something energetically that you feel in your gut, in your heart, that something is off or wrong, listen to that. That is a sign that the activity that's going on isn't honoring to you. If you feel yourself getting ugly or with other people, smart mouth, sarcastic, sharp-tongued, that behavior isn't honoring of you, regardless of who you're giving it to. That behavior that you're putting out is dishonoring to yourself, because you are a higher level being than that. So in everything, search for the honor. How can I honorably record this video for you? How can you honorably take notes so that you benefit from the information? How can you honorably answer the phone? How can you honorably go to the grocery store? you can wrap honor into everything. And when you do, you start to feel more confident in who you are. You start to respect yourself and everybody else in the world one heck of a lot more. So that is your point number one, is honor. Point number two, you have to explore yourself. And this is all facets of yourself, not just physically, but you need to explore different things. Give yourself a chance to go to the sampler platter of life and see what makes sense for you, what feels good to you. Really do slow down and get into that rhythm of asking yourself, does this feel good to me? Does this feel right for me? Once I heard a Christian minister who I greatly respect, he was giving a sermon, and he was answering some questions from his congregation. And one person asked, do you believe that drinking alcohol is wrong? And someone else asked, do you believe that gambling is wrong? And so he answered both of those questions with one answer. He said, if it is placed on your heart that it's wrong for you, meaning if it feels bad when you think about it or take part in these activities, then it's wrong for you. That doesn't mean that it's wrong for that guy and that guy and that girl and me. It means that it's placed on your heart that it's wrong for you. That's so wise, because we are all unique beings who are worthy of having our uniqueness celebrated, starting within ourselves. And if you have something placed in your heart, basically what that minister was saying in that moment is, if it feels bad to you, it's feeling bad to you for a reason, trust it. So explore, find the things that feel good. Try things that you haven't tried before. It uses different parts of your brain, and when you're exercising different parts of your brain, just like if you exercise a muscle that you haven't exercised in a while, it's a different experience. You might have some soreness in the muscle, but your brain might think, oh my gosh, that was different, that was new, look what I can do. And it helps you to create that confidence as well. Confidence is a big foundation here for you. Point number three, surround yourself with good people. If people are bringing you down, if there's a chronic complainer around you and you constantly feel yourself like, oh gosh, here we go again, you need to figure out a way to either set boundaries so that that person no longer brings you that type of energy, or you need to figure out a way to expose yourself to that person and his or her energy less. Jim Rohn, billionaire author Jim Rohn, says that you are the product of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're spending time with people who are complainers, who are depressed, who are broke, who are frustrated, that's what you're going to be absorbing and living out. So make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who help to elevate you to a higher level. Billionaire Warren Buffett says that he, as part of his weekly check-in with himself, he does a weekly check-in meeting, as do I, and as part of his weekly check-in meeting, he asks himself, who were the 5 people he spent the most time with that week, and what did they positively contribute to his life? And that helps him to decide, am I going to continue spending that much time with this person the next week, or am I going to pull back some? Not completely separate, but am I going to pull back? So take a book. Take a page from that guy's book, because he's one of the most successful people in the world. Affirmations are number 4. Now, there's a whole playlist here on GILD Coaching's YouTube channel with playlists for affirmation. It's a playlist of affirmations for you in different areas, for self-confidence, for self-love, for understanding your authentic voice. So go and look at that and see which one of the affirmations calls to you, and then play it over and over and over again for you. Play it for yourself. There is one affirmation that I love, and I play it. It's an affirmation recording, and I play it on a loop every single morning for myself. And I've been doing it for years, but it's still just that solidifying that I love me, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. It's all these things that help me have that confidence and still be in love with myself, and not in an egotistical way, but in a way that exudes gratitude. I am grateful for who I am. I am grateful for my strengths. I am grateful for what I can bring to the world, the people I can help. I'm grateful for the ways that I need help, so that just by needing help, I'm giving other people the opportunity to live out their purpose, because I'm the one that needs their help. All of these things are affirmations. Write your affirmations down. Go ahead and open the comments right now and just write in one affirmation for yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. I have on nice shoes. Anything positive. Any positive affirmation is a positive, and it helps to elevate your mood. It also helps to increase that confidence, like I said, and that all helps you to love yourself even more deeply. Okay, you ready for number 5? Number 4 goes right into number 5. It's that gratitude. Start practicing gratitude in everything that you do. Your first thought in the morning, if your first thought starts going to your grocery list or the things that you have to do that day, tell your brain, awesome, you're working. Hold on, we're not there yet. Find one point of gratitude. It can be that you have the softest blanket you've ever felt. It can be that you have a great pillow. It can be that you didn't give in and have that fattening dessert the night before and you're on a diet and so you're proud of yourself. It can be anything. I'm thankful for my eyesight. I'm thankful for my sense of smell. I'm thankful that I have 2 feet. Gratitude. If you start to weave gratitude into everything in your life, you will not only fall in love with yourself more, you'll fall in love with everything and everyone around you. And the world really does turn into a much more beautiful place. You are a beautiful soul, and I hope that this has served you well. If it has, please give me a thumbs up on this video. Hit the subscribe button and that little bell so you know the next time that I drop a video to help you live a life with more love, more happiness, more success, and lower stress. I will see you next time.